Hey guys, in this video we're gonna have a look on how to add your product into a real footage as you just watched it. So let me just open up Blender because we will be doing everything inside Blender like motion tracking, setting up a 3D scene, and then doing the final compositing within Blender. And yeah, that's something good about this tutorial. So follow along if you're interested, and I hope you like this video. So that's why subscribe it and share it with your friends if possible, and also share your opinion about the tutorial or share any question if you have. So Blender is now open, let's do it. Let me just click VFX and we gotta go to VFX tab like that. So we are in VFX tab. Now it's time to open up the footage. I'll put the link to the same footage in the description down below. You can check it out if you are interested. So let me just click it and here we go. We have a footage here. Okay, so first of all, we gotta set up some rendering setting. I'm gonna go to render and I'm gonna go to color management and I'm gonna change it from AGX to standard. As you can see, it affects it. And I'm gonna also make the resolution as same as the video. As you can see it here, we have the same resolution, but the frame rate is different. So I'm gonna make it 25 like that. Okay, so it's time to begin. Let me just click prefetch and it will load all the video into the RAM. So we gotta click deduct feature and it will add markers by it will select the areas for the marker by default. And I'm gonna make the threshold very low because I want so many of the trackers out there. That's why I'm gonna make it like that. Okay, as you can see, we got so many trackers right there, and we don't have so much on the floor, and we need because we have to calculate how much we have on the floor. So that's why just add some of them to the floor by hand. Okay, so I have added three of them by hand by just clicking Control and left click. It will add those tracker by default. And now it's time to track it actually. Change it from location to location rotation and make it a keyframe by default. Click normalize because normalize help when the lighting change. It will not affect the tracker and that's what we want. So now it's time to click track forward to track this. And as you can see, oh, sorry. We have just tracked one tracker. I didn't want that. I'm gonna hit Control Z, and I will click A to select all of them, and then click track forward like that. Okay, some of them are going wrong that I really had, and I will just get rid of them. As you can see, this is going out of the line. I'm gonna select it and hit X and delete this curve. It will also delete the marker from the scene, and that's what we want. Okay, so now it's time to go to solve and we're going to click keyframe because we want the blender to select the best keyframe possible for the perspective change. And yeah, okay. So let me just click focal length and other options because we don't know that what was the focal length of the camera because this not my footage. It is from pexel.com. You can also check it out. There is some cool video out there to be tracked, you know. Okay, so let me just click solve camera motion and see what we get. Okay, so it's doing its work, and I may pause the video, but I don't, because yeah, I don't know it will be fine or not. But I'm just trying to make it better. Follow along. Okay, so it's refining, and as you can see, we got this amount of error, which is pretty good. And if you want, you can decrease the error. Oh, some data field to reconstruct and see console for you. Oh, what the fuck is that? I'm just gonna click geometry. No, clean up. We gotta clean up some of the markers that are making problems. So I'm gonna click filter track and it will just select some of the trackers that are very bad. As you can see, the threshold is 5. If you decrease the value, it will select the tracker that have the same amount of error. So I'm just gonna decrease it that I have so many of the trackers selected. As you can see, we got 5 problematic on 1.70, and I'm gonna decrease the value continuously if I have to get so many of them. I got 9, and I think I'm gonna decrease it slightly. And as you can see, we got 13 of them which are problematic. I'm gonna hit X and delete them. Okay, let me just re-click the solve camera motion to see what we get again. Okay, so it's refining it and I hope it will work out. Okay, that's great. We got just an error of 0.21, which means that we have made it, bro. Let's begin some of the some of the final motion tracking setup, like set as background. It will load the video as the background of the camera, and that's what we want. And I'm going to click set setup tracking scene. As you can see, it's automatically add a cube, and this should a plan by default, so now it's time to set up the floor and the origin. I'm going to select this one and click set origin. As you can see, it snapped it, but we lost the cube and the plan. That is because if you select the camera, I'm gonna go to camera settings, and I'm gonna increase the ending, ending value, like that clip ending. I'm just gonna increase it until I see it. I'm gonna make it 10,000. As you can see, we got there. They are there, but I think the scale is messed up. So we gotta select a floor. For the floor, you have to select three markers and then click floor, and the floor will be selected. So let me just do it. So I have selected three of the markers, and I will just click floor. And as you can see, the plan is snapped into it, but you can't see it because it's pretty small. So you have to set up the distance between two of the markers. I'm just going to select two of them, and then we'll tell the blender that what's the distance between those two. So let me just set it up, and I'm going to select two of the markers to set the scale of the scene, you may call it. So I have selected two of the markers, and I'm going to click set scale. Oh, it's pretty big because the scale is one. What is this? I don't know what this meter or something, but I don't care about it. I'm going to increase it. I'm going to set scale. It's also pretty big. I'm going to increase it to something like 8 and then click set scale. And I think it's also very big. Again, I'm going to make it 12. I think it's big enough. I'm gonna make it 17, and I think if I just zoom it in, I think it's also big. I'm gonna make it 20. I think I will get a perfect. Oh shit, I didn't get a perfect value. I think that's fine because I don't care. Okay, so we got it. I'm gonna go to layout and see what the fuck we get. I'm gonna go to layout, and I'm gonna go to camera view and see what we have right now. Oh, oh shit. We got a perfect track, and now we can add any shit into this scene, and this is what we want. Yeah. Okay, so actually I'm recording this video and I have not planned what to add to the scene. I may have add something in the beginning of the video while editing my video, and I don't know what product I'm gonna add there, but I have a little plan, like I'm gonna add a flag kind, or an unfolding cloth going down, and I think, yeah, I don't know how to say it, but I'm gonna make a cloth like that. It will unfold, reach here, and it will have the brand image or logo or something, and we will have the brand or the product, what the fuck we're gonna add somewhere right here, and it will come out of this window or something, and we have some logos going around to make it a little bit better. So let's do it right away. I'm gonna delete this shit because we don't really need it. I'm gonna delete this shit also because we're gonna add our own, because it have some default stuff which I don't like. I will do everything from scratch. Do you feel me? Okay, I'm gonna scale it up, and we'll do it like that. Okay, so it's actually a shadow catcher. I hope you understand me. But before doing anything, we have to change it from global to local. That is because local is very great, because whenever you rotate the object, the axis or the gizmo also rotate with it, and this is what we want. In some cases we don't get a perfect rotation, and this is where we have to use look. For example, I'm going to rotate it on the axis. As you can see, the x-axis is also rotated with the same thing if you looked at the beginning and the. Okay, I hope you got it. And I'm gonna set it up like that, and okay, so let me just scale it up. It's actually a shadow catcher. Do you feel me? I'm gonna scale it up to here. Okay, and for now I'm gonna hide it because I really don't need it for now. We're gonna add some stuff out there. So first of all, we're gonna add a cloth. So for the cloth, we need before doing anything, I think we have to make the the shadow catcher everywhere. Okay, so first of all, we're gonna make these area, because we need it. We have to have a shadow catcher out there. So I'm gonna add a cube, a mesh and a cube, and I'm gonna move it. Okay, so before doing anything, as you can see, we are just doing it pointless. And where is the camera? Okay, so camera is right here. Okay, I got it. we don't know where is the object in the scene. So in order to know that, you're gonna come into this overlay and turn on motion tracking. What it will do, if you just scale this up, it will just add those marker into the live scene, so you will have a great understanding where the objects need to be. As you can see, we have many of them going up like that. So it means that we can now add objects into here as the building. Like if you go, if we, I'm just gonna open a new one right here. I'm gonna go to camera view. As you can see, those marker. As you can see, it has been selected here. As you can see, I'm gonna select these one. Okay, so this is what we want, and we now have an understanding where the objects is in the scene. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna select this one maybe, and I'm gonna click Shift S, and we have so many options. So what I'm gonna click cursor to select it, and the cursor will snap into it, and then the cube, and then click Shift S, and I'm gonna go for a selection to cursor, and as you can see, it snapped into it as we want, and as you can see, we have something very perfect right away. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna scale it up like that. Okay, and I'm right. I think I have to move it slightly to match these objects, and I'm gonna scale it down by clicking S or just turning on the gizmo. I'm gonna move it like that, and I think we got something very perfect right here. But I think it's not perfectly rotated, so we gotta rotate it. Just turn on the rotation tool and rotate it on the perfect axis you want. And as you can see, we got something very perfect that we want. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna scale this shit on z-axis like that. I'm gonna move it down like that. And okay, so I'm gonna go to edit mode. Oh, okay, edit mode. And I'm gonna select those top vertices and just move them up like that. As you can see, we have something very perfect. I'm gonna turn on the extruding tool. I'm gonna extrude it up. And okay, so I'm gonna add a control or and add a loop cut down here. Okay, okay. I'm gonna do everything from this view because we actually can zoom in and select different faces. And I'm gonna extrude it also. So I'm just gonna turn on extruding tool, and you can also click E, but I just love it doing this way. It feels very perfect to me. And I'm gonna select this one also, and I'm gonna extrude it up like that. And also gonna extrude. Okay. Oh, we were still in the extruding part of this mesh. Okay, so I'm gonna extrude it like that. Why I'm always selecting the gizmo? Because I'm holding mic in my other hand and doing work on the other hand. So I don't know how to do it with one hand, but I'm just doing it with gizmo. I'm just gonna move it, extrude it up, and now it's time to bridge those two. I don't know how to multiple select it. I'm gonna hit C, and I really know about it, but my one hand is busy in holding mic. I got a problem. I don't know how to explain it, but I have a little problem. Okay, so I'm gonna enter, and okay, so gotta go to camera view, and let me just go to faces and click. Where is this share? Oh, where is bridge? I don't know. Here we go. So we gotta bridge it, and as you can see, we got something very perfect. If you play it, it's stick into it because we got just a very little amount of error. That is why we have something very perfect. Okay, so I think I just stuck here. I think I have to move this slightly up, so we will have it perfect. And okay. We basically got an understanding of how it will look. And okay, so this way, I'm just gonna extrude it. And I'm gonna click E, extrude it like that. And again, E, oh, sorry, E, extrude it like that. And I'm gonna select this downward and click E and extrude this shit like that. We're just gonna make an overall shape of the scene, so we will have some perfect shadows on them, casting on them. Okay, I'm just gonna extrude it like that, and I'm just gonna click E again and extrude it. I'm recording every step so you will not miss it. I just don't wanna do that to miss the points. And okay, okay. Let me 1 minute, please. Okay. Okay. So let's continue extruding and making the overall shape. I don't want to skip any point because some of you will not understand it and then will comment blah blah blah, and I don't want to hear that again. So that's why I'm recording every single shit, so you will have a good understanding on how things work. Oh, I think it's no work right away. I'm just gonna control Z, and I think if I turn off the if I turn okay, I'm gonna turn this off for these. I'm just gonna hit E and extrude like that, and hit E, extrude like that, and I'm gonna reselect this shit, and I'm gonna hit E, extrude, E, extrude, E, extrude, and then E, extrude, E. Okay, guys. And I think they're enough because we don't want, but I think I'm gonna add one of it because we have this cylindrical shape in the front and I wanted to make it look a little complex. So I'm gonna make some of them. Okay, so I'm gonna click E, extrude, and then again E and extrude. I'm not doing this to make the whole environment, but to make some shadow catchers which actually let you catch those shadows. And let me just extrude it like that, extrude it like that. Oh, Control Z. Just follow me doing this shit. I'm just gonna extrude it. I'm just gonna hit E, extrude. Okay. So. I think it's good. It's good enough to work on. Okay, so basically, my mission is to have a cloth coming down this way, and we'll have a product coming out this way, and we'll have some of the texture over here at the top of the brand or the logo of the brand, and maybe we can have some of the logos down here, and this is what we want. So I'm just gonna do it right away. I'm gonna go to object mode and hit Control S. We have not saved our file, which we can lose it. I'm just gonna select it. I'm gonna name it like something like track and hit enter and save blender file. Okay, if we go to okay, so let me just select the camera and go to camera properties and background image, and I'm gonna make the opacity to 100%. What it does, it actually make it stronger. Okay. This is what we wanted. Okay, then I think it's perfect for now. Oh, I love it. Okay, let me just add. I'm going to click Shift A, and I'm gonna add a plan down over there. Oh, it's very small. I think I'm very far from there. This shit, and I'm gonna rotate it on X 90 degree like that. I'm gonna scale it down. I'm gonna move it up. Why I'm doing this? Because I want some of the logos to stick there. So we should have some objects there or shadow catchers there in order to cast them out there. Let me just slightly rotate it on y-axis like that. I'm gonna move it like that. Basically, we just do the same stuff. I'm just gonna move it forward. I'm gonna move it to the side if you wish. I think I'm gonna scale it. I'm gonna move it up. Oh, I think I just have to move it slightly. Okay. Okay, this is fine. Just move it up. And I think if I go to edit mode, I'm just gonna go to add selection. I'm gonna select this one and move it like that, and also that one. I'm gonna move it like that. I'm gonna save the file. Okay, we got an object mode. Just deselect everything, and if we play it, as you can see, we have the plan stick into it, and this is what we want. I think I have to move it slightly down. Okay, that's fine. The other thing that we would love to do is to add some, let me just go to camera view, some sort of object in front to mask it out, or you can say to hold out. So because we have some of them in the back, but we have a cylindrical shape in front. So in order to do this, I'm going to select this tracker. I'm going to click Shift Ace and click cursor to select it. And now I'm going to add Shift A. I'm going to add a cylinder. So something like these, and I'm gonna scale it down. I'm gonna move it like that. I'm gonna move it up slightly, and I think I just need to make it smaller. Okay, let me just move it down like that. Go to edit mode, and okay, so let me just hide these object, so we will be able to see what we have here. Okay, so let me just go to add vertex selection, and I'm just gonna move them up. I think the shape continues the same to the top, so we don't need extra extrusion and stuff. Just have to continue that. And you can see already it does look very great. I'm gonna see if I turn on the cubes again. As you can see, we have something that is blocking that, and later on we're going to add some materials like the shadow catchers, holdouts, and other stuff, but stick in the tutorial because it's going to be longer, but I think it will help you in understanding on how things works in Blender. Okay, so now it's time to add some other stuff. Okay, we were having a plan like that, which is actually a shadow catcher, which works as a shadow catcher, and I think I'm gonna slightly move it like that. Okay, that's fine. So. Okay, so as you can see, let me just hide the plan. The girl is moving that way, which is blocking the cube, but we don't need it to hold out because the cube itself is a shadow catcher. So you have to understand it. Okay, so I've not decided what product I'm gonna add, but let me just decide it and I will recontinue with the tutorial. Let me just pause the video right now and I will start it again. So I found this model on sketchfab.com. I'll put the link. It's totally free. You can just hit download 3D model and it will be downloaded. I think it's the greatest model and I will use this same model. Okay, so let's go to Blender, and I have downloaded it, by the way. So I'm gonna go to file, I'm gonna click import, and I'm gonna click GLB because the format is GLB that I have downloaded the model in. So it will be open and let's see what we get. So first, we don't want it to be in background collection. I'm gonna hit M and move it to foreground. I will later delete the background, but for now, just let it. Okay, so we have the model here, and I think we gotta make it one object because we don't want it to be open or something. So I'm just gonna select one active object, and then we'll click Control J to make it one object. So as you can see, it's now one object, and now we can use it to make the video. So first of everything, we're gonna rotate it the same way as the wall is. So I have an add-on turned on. Go to Edit, go to Preferences, Add-on, and search for Attribute. Sorry, Attribute menu. This one, it lets you copy the location from one object to another. So first, I'm gonna select the box, and then the object you want to copy the rotational location of, and then hit Control C, and you will get option. Let me just do it right away. As you can see, I have selected that object, and now if we click copy rotation. As you can see, it will rotate it the same way. Okay, so let me just move it like that. Okay, so one thing, yeah, you have noticed that there is a line going to the biscuit because it's actually connected with this empty. I don't want it to be. So I'm gonna select the object and hit Alt P. I'm gonna click clear and keep transformation, and the parent will be removed. And this is what we want. We want it to be independent. Okay, so I'm gonna scale this shit up. I'm gonna rotate it on Y axis like that. By the way, if you download this model in GLB, the texture will be loaded itself. And this is what I love about GLB format. Okay. If you go to here, and if I go to material view, as you can see, the texture are loaded, but I think I gotta rotate it on X on 180-degree to see the brand's name, and we have it here. You can now animate these on y-axis. I don't know where to animate it, what to do with this object, but you can do whatever you want to do with it. I will animate it later on. It's just a simple keyframe animation. I don't want to make the tutorial long, very long, because it's already been 26 minutes, I think, that we are talking shit. Okay, so now the model is loaded. We can just add material into our other objects like this one. So this object is actually a shadow catcher, which actually catches the shadow of different stuff, or also affect the shadow on other objects. So let me just select it, and first of all, we're going to change it to cycles because it works in cycle. I'm going to change it GPU if you have, and I'm going to go to object data. Sorry, here, and then we'll go to visibility and click shadow catcher, and now it is assigned. A shadow catcher is assigned into it, which means if we go to render view, we will not see the object, but it actually work like a mask. For example, if I go to render view, I will not have anything, but let me just show you. As you can see, we don't have that object there, but the shadows is affecting it, you know, as you can see. And I'm gonna make the rendering film to transparent. So right now lighting is not fixed, we'll fix it later, but for now, as you can see, if we go inside, as you can see that it is masking out the area, and this is what we want. So one object is assigned as it is. I'm gonna assign this plan as also as the shadow catcher, and I'm also gonna assign these to a holdout object because it's actually masking these out. Only masking, we don't need any shadows from these objects. That's why I'm just gonna select hold out for this one. And I have also a plan down here, which is also a shadow catcher. Okay, so it's fine. I'm gonna save this video file. Okay, so what's next? Okay, so now it's time to add some of the logos around. So I'm downloading an image of the brand. I'm not familiar with this brand. It's something like Obili. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'm gonna search for this brand and we'll find the logo of this brand and we'll put it somewhere in the scene and I will show you. I'm gonna pause the video right away and we'll start it again when I find the logo. Okay, so I found some images online. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna select this plan and we'll go to shadow editor and we'll click new. Now it's time to add that image into. So I'm gonna go to texture and I'm gonna click image texture like that. And I'm gonna just attach this with this one. I'm gonna hit up and I'm gonna go to the folder where I have that file. This is this one. I'm gonna connect the alpha with the alpha in order to remove the background, but right now it's not removing because we are just in material view, and also the texture is stretched up, and let me just move it down like that so we will be able to see it in camera. Oh, I think I'm gonna move it, slide it up. Okay, and I think if I go to edit mode, I'm just gonna click tab, go to edit mode, and you can click A to select the whole texture. I'm gonna rotate it on X like that, and I'm gonna scale it on X axis like that, and then scale it on Y axis like that. So what we have right now, we have something rotated like that, and I'm gonna save that file. If we play it, okay, so we will have, if I go to render view, and now this will be transparent. Oh, what the heck is happening? I think I have made it a shadow catcher, which is, it's actually not. I'm gonna turn off the shadow catcher for this object. I was, okay. Okay, so lighting is not fixed yet, but we gotta fix it before doing anything else. Okay, so I want the cloth to be unfolding down, or I don't know, is it a good word to say, but the cloth will be like that, folded, and it will come down, and it will have that logo or any logo you want to add into. And we also have a mask in front of this, so we'll not need to do masking in After Effects or somewhere else again. And I'll also add some cars here, maybe because I love cars. That is why I will add it into the final video. So I'll just starting making cloth simulation. But if we're doing it, I think I have to set up the world, or you can also call it the what it HDRI. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna add an HDRI into it. So before doing anything else, let me just uh, let me just add something that you have not thought of, which is adding a cube inside it, which is not an actual object, but will stop hitting light from behind because it will look fake. So that's why I'm gonna add something in there to block it. So before adding anything, I'm just gonna move it to front so that both matches each other. Okay, so I'm gonna click Shift Ace cursor to select it. I'm gonna hit 8, and I'm gonna add a cube here, and I'm gonna scale it up like that, and do whatever I do because I don't want to hold the mic in my hand. I don't want to make don't want to take your time. I'm going to do it faster, okay? Let me just do it. Okay, so as you can see, we have an object, and I think I'm gonna make the object a little bit up. I'm gonna go to edit mode. I'm gonna select those a faces down there, and okay, we select all of them and we'll move them up. I don't know what the heck is wrong with it, but I think it's fine. Okay, I'm gonna save it. Okay, so, oh, one thing I forgot, go to edit mode, Control O, and let me just add a loop cut here. Control B, bevel it like that, and we'll move these edge up. I'm gonna I'm gonna extrude it backward, you know, like that. Let me just save it. Okay, I'm gonna move this backward a little. Let me just save the file and okay. Okay. Okay, what it is, I don't know. I think it's shadow catcher. I hope it will not mess up the scene. Okay. It's time to make this unfolding animation, but before making it, I'm gonna add an HDRI to see what HDRI can work for us. So I'm gonna go to render view and I'm gonna go to world setting. I'm gonna click color environment map. I have some of them before, so I'm gonna add one of them from there. I'm gonna go to HDRI. I'm gonna select one of it and see what the fuck we get here. Okay, so I'm gonna try an overcast scene, and I think it came out pretty nice because it does match the color. Okay, guys, I will put the link to the same shit, same SGRI in the description down below if you're interested in. So let's do it. Okay, okay. So as you if you look at this, it like looks like very strange. You know, I'm gonna move this back. Okay, I'm just gonna select both of them and okay. This is the active object and this I will just click Control C, copy rotation. Oh, Control Z because we got. Let me just fix the rotation of the this shit. Okay, so it's fixed, and I think I'm gonna change some stuff like the alpha. I'm gonna add a color ramp in between, and if I just make the white color a little bit off, as you can see, this looks good. Okay, by the way, I'm gonna select the camera and go to camera settings. And if you scroll down to viewport, I'm gonna increase this value. What it is, I don't know how to pronounce it. I just don't care about it, but it is okay. So it's a biscuit right there. You can also add another logos like here. I will try it here. We have great. We have a marker here. So I'm gonna click Shift Ace and cursor to select it. I'm gonna duplicate this object by clicking Shift D O. What I'm gonna do, let me just see. I will do it myself. I will not talk about it. I'll do it faster. Okay. Okay, so the shape is made, and I want to stick this shit into it. So in order to do it, you can do it manually by by selecting it, first adding this one, and then select this one, and you can go to modifier and shrink wrap it by using this deform modifier, which is called a shrink wrap. But I don't want to do it that way. I have an add-on called Sanctus. Well, Sanctus is a library of so many materials. It's not a sponsor, by the way. So it's so many material out there, but there is a feature called decals, and you can add your custom decals. I'm going to select the same image for this one to add it here. I'm going to select it. As you can see, white snow here. Okay, so go Control Z. I will re-click add custom. I'm gonna reselect it. Now as you can see, it shows something out there. I'm gonna click it and I'm gonna scale it up. Oh, it's limiting it into it, but I don't care about it. Okay, if you go to material view, you can see that something is going on, and this is what we want. And by the way, I'm gonna make it a shadow catcher also. I'm gonna go to object data and make it shadow catcher. If I maybe I can hide it right now. Okay. Control Z. I think the beginning was perfect. Okay, that's fine. Anyways, if you play it, it's stick into it. Oh, I think it's not stick into it. But it is. Yeah, this is what we wanted. My video is around about 41 minutes for now, and I'm not gonna skip or stop there. I'll just continue with my video. Okay, so what we're missing right now is the cloth simulation is not going on. So we're gonna make some cloth simulation, and we are done with it. So, guys, I hope you understood what I said, and I think the video is very long right now. But if I started making cloth simulation in this tutorial, it will just go into hour, and I don't want it to be like that because you will skip my video. But I'm making another part of this video where I'm gonna show you how to simulate the cloth coming down, and also how to animate that small package out there. So I hope you understood how to motion track in Blender and how to use different tools for motion tracking. I hope you understand the basic of it. So I will do other stuff on my next part. So stay tuned to the next one, and I hope you like it, enjoy it. Thanks for watching.